Hey everyone, this is Eric Solomon back in the home office and ready to bring you the Win Early Pick 5 preview for Monmouth Park this Sunday, June 27th. Put together a $40 ticket that I'm pretty excited about. I really like this ticket. There's a couple horses I feel pretty strongly about. The first one comes up right away in race 1. It's a maiden special weight for fillies and mares on the grass. Really like the 7 Spatial in this race, coming in from New York, Christophe Clement. I nearly made this horse a single, but there was one other horse that I wanted to put on the ticket. However, I really like Spatial coming in off of 2 10-furlong races on the grass. Got a little bit tired late in both of those races, but when you look at the pedigree, this is a horse that should be really strong at 8.5 furlongs and getting the mile and a 16th today. So on the cutback, while some of the other horses are stretching out in here, I think this is a strong fit. I also put number 6, Estival, on the ticket for Grand Motion, making her second start of the year. I thought that last race was pretty good, and it's better than it reads on paper. Was wide on both turns. Came home pretty well despite kind of closing into a slow pace that day. Would like to see this horse get a little bit closer early on, show a little more early speed here, but I think this one has a live look as well. Really covered a lot of ground, made up a lot of ground in that race last time. Second race going to go too deep. I think the favorite, Wish You Were Mine, going to be very tough here. Won at this exact condition by over 5 lengths last time out, but is still eligible for the same level. Was claimed by Jose Delgado, again, red hot right now, leading the trainer standings. So it is a perfect 2 for 2 on the track. A lot of positives there. Do want to also put one more on here, Reina La Kelsey. This horse fits on speed figures, dropping in class to this level. So certainly could add a little spice here, certainly be a value play. Race 3, one of the 2 races what I think are absolute spread races. I'm 5 deep here. I do think the 1, Destinique, is a quality horse here, a chance to be out for a little bit of value. This is my top pick. Never on the turf, but this one, based off pedigree, should love the turf. Munnings out of a Warfront mare. This one, so turf sprint should be a-okay for this one. Her best race was on a synthetic surface while sprinting at Turfway in the winter. So I think first time here. Don't love the rail, but very live. Also using the 2, R. Avery Lynn. I think this is the one to beat. Strong race in the first turf race last time out. The 4, Baby Dragon. This was a synthetic horse that tried the turf for the first time last out. Ran a pretty good race, now second off a layoff. Karen's Way is the 8 I want to have on the ticket. I thought the race 2 back was pretty solid on the turf. And also then the favorite, number 10, She Broke My Heart. 4 out of the last 5 have been very good, including her most recent one where she tried sprinting. So those are the ones I want on the ticket in that race. Go to race 4. My single horse I really like on the card is Dalton, making in this optional claiming other than allowance. This one was now third off a layoff. I had an absolutely brutal trip last time out at Delaware Park. Kind of unprepared at the break, got it shuffled back. Never really had anywhere to run the whole time. Was pretty much blocked the whole way out. This is a horse that's 2 times stakes placed, including a narrow miss on this track behind a horse named Pickin' Time, who went on to win the Grade 3 Nashua after beating Dalton narrowly in the Smoke Glacken last year. Dalton also broke his maiden on this course. I think very live in this field and maybe a little bit under the radar after that race last out. Again, you don't really see it in the running in the past performance lines, but when you go back and watch the race, it was just not a good trip. I think different circumstances today. This source is very live. And then go to race 5, get another race 1, a spread. My top pick is the 8. Gonna look for a price here. Look at that, Flatlander. Second start off a layoff. You go back to his last turf race, 2 back, and just another horse with a brutal trip, 2 back, very, very wide that day. Still ran on pretty well to be 5th, beaten 3 and change that day. So second off a layoff, getting back on the turf. This is a horse by Flatter, so I think turf should be where this horse does a little bit better. Also like the 4, Drum and Drummer. 3 strong turf races in a row, just missed at this level last out. Logical horse in here. The 7, Curlin's Thrill. first start of the year, formerly based in Canada, now runs for Wayne Potts. This is some class relief for this one. And then Delgado recently claimed the 3, Realtor Danny D. Third start off the claim there. Showed some improvement, second start off the claim. So another one that I think might be worth adding to the ticket. That's how I'm investing $40 on this ticket today. Good luck to everybody playing at Monmouth Park. Just one other quick note. They did have some weather yesterday, kind of like an unexpected summer shower. Knocked a couple races off the turf list at the end of the card list yesterday. Everything else was dry. Looks to be a good go on grass, but if there's some changes, we'll post it on the blog post and any kind of changes that need to be made. Good luck to everybody. Have a good week.